Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is yet another new day. I've got a really serious topic I want to talk about, and it's the price of goddamn groceries. Let me show you my haul for this morning. So, I've got my road trip snacks, of course. Was it necessary? No, but it was on special, so it was only like $3. I got some buns, some burger buns, 4 burger buns, gluten-free. I have pasta sauce. I have 500 gram of mince, and I have mince because it was actually a lot cheaper than chicken, believe it or not, which doesn't make much sense to me. And I've got 2 capsicums, or peppers, or paprikas that they call them here. Guess how much that cost? I'll give you a second. They cost me 45 Australian dollars. For that. That's absolutely absurd. I don't know if it's because I'm in Hoffen and there's only one grocery store in Hoffen by the looks of it. But that doesn't justify $45. That is absolute rank. Now, we're currently in Hoffen and our goal is to get to Vestrahorn, which is actually only a 20-minute drive further up the ring road. And I really didn't have that high of expectations for this place just because of the current weather, which wasn't that great. Okay, I've arrived at Vestrahorn, and the ticket also comes included with like a Viking set. I don't actually know what it is. That's not the issue. The issue is, it is raining, and I don't want to take my camera gear in the rain. Not only that, I've been sitting and I have eaten an entire bag of chips in one sitting. That wasn't cheap. You know the price I told you earlier in the video? This isn't a cheap bag of chips. What do you expect? I'm stuck in a car! Whoa! Alrighty. It was about a 10-minute walk, if that, maybe 5 minutes. Imagine how cool that would look with the mountains. Now supposedly this set, or it's a film set, it's not actually a culturally Viking era thing. It was specifically made just as a replica to film some movie sets. I'm not too sure what movies they filmed with this specific set, because you might be able to tell from where I am. I don't really get much service here. So I'll pop it up on the screen if there's any actual cool movies they did film with. But that boat itself is actually kind of cool. Oh, that's me. That's the boat. And I kind of like the clouds. I lie. I'm just trying to justify the clouds. But I'm coming up to the movie set, so I'll show you in a sec. As you can kind of tell already from what I've shown you, I think they're currently filming something, or they're setting up something to film. Like everything's just roped off. You can't even enter the buildings. I'm being honest, this is kind of lame. I'm not trying to be like Debbie Downey at the moment, but you can't go in any of the buildings. Most of these aren't even like real. They've just been built for a set. So there's no historic purpose or value to them. And yeah, I mean, it looks nice for a photo or two, I suppose. There's absolutely fuck all here. Just basically a waste of time. Like, what do you mean this is a car park? Why is there a car park here? So I'm gonna head over back to the car and go to the second car park, because it actually had something going for it. Maybe fly the drone. See, okay, this could just be a matter of perspective. You know, people like this, people like that, but I find this a lot cooler than whatever the hell that beach was, and whatever the hell that fake bloody set thing was. But have a look, this is so much cooler. It's like you're on a semi-alien planet with a lot of other human footprints. But it looks cool, you know? This is an absolute scam of a place. Maybe I'm saying this because the clouds are here. That might have just changed my mood. Maybe because it's so windy and rainy today, it's just changed my mood. but I wouldn't pay 15 Australian dollars to come back here. I got better things I could spend on. For example, one loaf of gluten-free bread! Everything's so expensive! I will say about this place is that it's got a really cool cafe in here. It's also a restaurant as well. If you need to charge anything, this is probably the best place to do it. You got toilets, cafes over there. And if you need a place to stay for the night, they do camping here as well. And the price of the camping also includes the ticket to all that stuff. They have some hiking trails as well, I'm pretty sure, that you get access to. But that's one thing they do right, I'll tell you that much. I got hella tired, so I pulled off to the side of the road to have like a little 10-minute nap. It's been roughly 2.5 hours, and I'm still nowhere near where I should be. I think, oh my god. Anyway, I've got a lot of driving to do now. I think I got it out of my system in one go, which is good. We've made it to the next night, safe and sound, and awake, which is great. But just check out the view. Well, what am I doing? You don't need to see me. Have a look at this. So that waterfall actually goes all the way up into a canyon there, and it falls down from like the very top. See the snow down there? Or up there? And it melts into that waterfall, and then just panoramic, mate. Panoramic. There's free car park for now. There's a parker sign, but there's no cameras that's been installed yet, so it's still free to park here. And there's supposedly a camping site, which I will go to because I really want to shower. Just a little bit further up ahead, and that's where I'm gonna make some dinner. It's gonna be so great. And this waterfall, I actually don't know if it has a name. I'll look into it some more. Oh, look at this sign. Hold up. It says here, this is our land, please respect it. No shit, no paper. Yes, sir. But I'm gonna go down to this waterfall real quick because it is like 8:30, 9 p.m. Believe it or not. Oh damn, it's right here. Oh wow. It's not bad for a freebie. Alright, let me get a couple photos. I'm starving. Okay, we've made it to a place called Fossa de Lua campsite. And it's extremely busy at the moment. Like, packed. But this view is just nasty. I'm just sitting in the center with my car, which is alright. May or may not have spilt mints all through the car, but that's not for me to clean. I did clean it. This, we got bolognese sauce, we got salami, capsicum, we got some bread and some cream cheese. Then we've got Gotham chess with sriracha mayo and an absolute stunning view. How do you beat this?
You can see this canyon, absolutely beautiful. It reminds me of the canyon we were at the other day. Except it's just a lot bigger, I suppose. It's a lot wider, a lot bigger, and more water flows down. The hike does, or the walk does seem to be a little bit steep-ish. Hopefully I don't regret going on the right side though. Oh, I don't trust you. I don't trust you. It's been about 25 minutes of walking. I'm almost at the end of the waterfall. It turns out that it doesn't even matter which side you take, left or right, because it will end up joining up at this bridge. It connects both sides. But have a quick check at this waterfall. And then you got a secondary one over here, which I don't know if the camera can really pick it up very well. But that is insane. Just have a look at how absurd that is. The weather's taken a change and it's beautiful as well. Unfortunately, the one time I decide to not bring my camera bag, my camera ran out of charge. And I had this really cool, perfectly lined up shot of, see that lady in the pink and the man next to her? I was standing right behind them. Sun was out, beaming. It was like the perfect shot. I go to turn on my camera, dead battery. You're taking the piss, mate. Look at this, but. Whoa! Is that rain or is that just light rays? That is insane. And then the canyon to our left. Dude, this place is awesome. Okay, so we're on the left side of the canyon now, on the way back down. I did not see this on the way up. That trail here, it comes from just there. I think it gets blocked by this little section of the cliff here, and you couldn't see this. I know I heard something, but good thing that you can go both ways. Alright, so to my 3 viewers who are watching this, I would highly recommend starting off the trek on this right-hand side of the canyon, just because this is extremely steep, and this is more of a gradual walk up. Everybody was doing it the other way, and they all seemed like they were suffering about 10 minutes up. But this one is an extremely gradual rise, the same place. And then this one's just like, I don't know how it works, but that's just how it works. So yeah, start on the right side, come down left. Ladies and gentlemen, I've arrived at my next campsite in Egilstada, or just on the outside. And this is currently what it's looking like. It's hella bright because it's only 6 p.m. And I think the past week of just hikes, driving has just caught up to me, and I'm so tired, like unbelievably tired. So tonight I'm just gonna do nothing, and I've got a lot of food as well, like so much food. And my thought process behind that was, I've got no money to really spend on going out, so I'm gonna buy a lot of food at the grocery store. But now that I've bought a lot of food at the grocery store, I've got no money at all. It sounds like a lose-lose situation, but I'll figure out something with this. See, like, is it really a luxury to do some grocery shopping and eat nice food? You know what I'm saying? But I just got to catch up on sleep, I think. That's probably it for today. Day 8's gonna be sick. Now, if I'm being honest, I completely think I missed this last video, but this is once again the updated graph on how much we've spent, and by the end of this video we've spent roughly around $123.30 Australian cents, if I've calculated everything correctly, so it'll be in the ballpark.